What's up, everyone? Giant Opinions here. The Giants lost to the Chicago Cubs today. Final score 5-1. The Giants take the series though. They won 2 games. The Cubs won 1 in the homestand. And generally, I thought the series was alright. The Cubs are definitely a top team in the NL. Their record is a little bit suspect, but they do have a great team. Their offense is scary. They got guys like Chris Bryant, Anthony Rizzo, Javi Baez. Schwarber is still scary too with his power. And their rotation's not even that bad either. So I thought taking the series was pretty impressive against the Cubs. Now today's game wasn't. It was the worst out of all 3 games, and they only put up 1 run, so it was lackluster on the offensive side. John Lester pitched. Oh wait, no, he was scratched. My bad. But the Giants just couldn't really hit today. Stephen Vogt did have 3 hits, so if I were to say anyone did good in this game, it would be Stephen Vogt. The Giants almost pulled off a rally in the 9th inning, but it wasn't enough. But Tyler Beede also he didn't have the best start. He gave up 10 hits, so based on that, it wasn't good. But he did have 7 strikeouts, but overall, it wasn't really a good start for him. The home runs were the issue. Yeah, I mean, if he limited the home runs, he probably would have had a better outing, only giving up maybe 1 or 2 runs. But yeah, Beede didn't really pitch that well today. But yesterday, the Giants won. They walked it off. The 13th inning, Pablo Sandoval, walk-off home run. And that was a really good game. And I tip of the cap to the bullpen, because if I was actually extremely nervous heading into extra innings, because quite frankly, even though we have the best bullpen in all of baseball, based on ERA, I still don't trust. I don't trust our bullpen against amazingly good offensive teams like the Chicago Cubs. Sam Curran did an amazing job against Rizzo, Baez, and Chris Bryant. Excuse me, but that was a good win last night. Another extra inning thriller. I mean, Kevin Pillar almost walked it off, but it was like 1 inch short. It's kind of annoying, but the offense did great then. I mean, 5 runs, it's pretty good against a Cubs team. So yeah. And then the first game of the series, Giants won that game 5-4 too, and they pulled together that rally in the bottom of the 8th inning. That was amazing. Joe Panik came up clutch. He made up for his. I think he dove for a ball and he barely missed it, and that led to the Cubs scoring the go-ahead run. But then Panik, he got that RBI, and that was the game-winning RBI. So Panik had a good first game, but Alex Dickerson also I think he hit a home run in that first game too. Correct me if I'm wrong. Bumgarner started yesterday. Excuse me, I didn't talk about that. I thought Bumgarner had an overall it was a solid outing. He did give up 4 runs, I think it was 3. Yeah, 1 was from the bullpen, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I think he had like 7 strikeouts. Only gave up 6 hits, so it's not bad. His trade value isn't really diminished because of that start, but it hasn't really gone up. It's not like he pitched a shutout or a no-hit or anything that would make his value go up or anything. But I mean, you just didn't want him to give up like 8 runs, because then that would totally tank his trade value. Even though most Giants fans don't want us to trade and sell, personally, I think we should. I made a video about that already. I'm just rambling now, but if I have some takeaways, I thought the bullpen was pretty good overall. The first night, it was a little bit suspect. I thought Sean Anderson had a good start, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to get that out of the way. It was only like 5 innings pitched, though, so it wasn't that much, but take it for what it is. I thought the bullpen did a great job against this dangerous Cubs team. They really showed up in last night's game, because that was an extra inning thriller, and they also did in the first game of the series, too, because if the Giants blew that game, or they could have blown that game, they only had a 1-run lead, so Will Smith did the job. Actually, it was Sam Dyson who did the job then, but I thought Will Smith pitched 2 great innings yesterday, too. He doesn't really pitch 2 innings, so it was nice to see him pitch 2 innings and not give up any runs, and that probably definitely did increase his trade value by a little bit, so I will note Reyes Marota is struggling, though. If you notice him pitching recently, he's struggling a little bit. I don't know what's up with him. Hopefully he can get back on his groove, because when he's on, he's amazing, but every pitcher is going to go through some struggles, so it'll probably blow by at some point. But I thought the hitting was already in the series. They did put up 5 runs in the 2 games that they won, but then they only put up 1 in the one that they lost. So, it could have been better. Let's just put it like that. But it wasn't the worst thing of all time. And then the starting pitching, I thought it was okay. Overall, it was mediocre. Bumgarner had the best start, obviously. Beatty got kind of rocked, and Anderson didn't really pitch that long. So, that's all I have. That's my general recap of the series. Let me know what you think down below. The Giants are currently 2.5 games out of the wild card as I'm recording this. But if the Nationals win, I think we'll be 3 games back. So, that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this, leave a like. Tell me what you think down in the comment section down below. Do you think this team can bounce back and maybe sweep in their next series? Let me know what you think, and I will see you all in the next one.